The subway platform was cold and nearly empty. Victoria Hayes sat against the grimy tile wall. Her white designer suit was torn and dirty. Her arm hung at an odd, painful angle. Tears streamed down her face in silent rivers. "Please, don't leave me here alone," she whispered. Her voice broke on the last trembling word. The few passengers nearby hurried past without looking. Nobody wanted to get involved in someone's trouble. Then footsteps stopped directly in front of her. A man in a navy work jacket knelt. His dark eyes held genuine concern and warmth. "Ma'am, are you hurt?" he asked gently, carefully. "I'm Marcus. Let me help you right now." Victoria looked up at him through her tears. She'd built an empire commanding boardrooms and respect, but tonight she'd been mugged, running for trains. Her phone was gone, her briefcase stolen away. Everything she relied on had vanished in moments. She was just a frightened woman now sitting. "My arm," she managed, her voice barely steady. "I think it's broken. They took everything away. I can't call anyone at all right now." Marcus nodded with immediate understanding and calm authority. "Okay, we'll get you to a hospital. Can you stand up with my help here?" He offered his hand with patient gentleness there. She hesitated, pride warring with desperate need inside. This stranger could be dangerous, her mind warned, but something in his eyes spoke of safety, of decency that couldn't be faked or forced. "I'm scared," Victoria admitted, the words feeling strange. She never admitted weakness to anyone ever before. "I don't know why I'm telling you, but I'm really scared right now. Truly am." "That's okay," Marcus said softly, his voice soothing. "Fear's normal after something like this happens. But you're not alone anymore tonight, I promise. I've got a daughter at home waiting up. I know what it means to protect someone, to make sure they get home safe tonight." He helped her stand slowly, supporting her weight. His hands were rough from work, but gentle. They made their way up the subway stairs. Each step sent pain shooting through her arm, but Marcus kept talking, distracting her with stories. Stories about his daughter Lily and her science fair, about his job fixing heating systems in buildings. At the hospital, Marcus stayed by her side. He called his daughter from the waiting room. "Lily, honey, I'm gonna be late. Someone needs help tonight and I can't leave. Can you heat up the pasta? I'll be home as soon as I can." Victoria heard the girl's voice, bright and trusting. "Okay, Dad, you're doing something good, aren't you?" Even at distance, love was clear and present. "Always trying, sweetheart. Always trying to do the right thing here." Hours passed in the sterile waiting room quietly. Victoria's arm was set and casted carefully. Pain medication made everything feel distant and soft, but Marcus never left, never checked his watch. He just sat there reading old magazines patiently. "Why are you still here?" Victoria asked finally. Her words were slightly slurred from medication and exhaustion. "You don't know me at all, Marcus, truly." He set down the magazine with thoughtful care. "My wife died 3 years ago this month. Car accident coming home from work one night. A stranger stayed with me at the hospital, held my hand while I fell apart completely. I promised myself I'd pay that forward somehow, that I'd be that person for someone else." Tears welled in Victoria's eyes again, fresh ones. "I'm sorry," she whispered, meaning it completely now. "That's a terrible loss to carry around alone." "We all carry something," Marcus said gently, wisely spoken. "The question is whether we let it make us bitter or make us kinder instead." Over the following weeks, something unexpected grew slowly. Victoria tracked down Marcus through the hospital records. She sent a thank you card first, respectfully. Then she offered to take him to dinner. He accepted with shy, genuine pleasure and gratitude. They talked for hours in that small diner. She learned about his struggles as a dad, about making ends meet and helping with homework, about the joy Lily brought despite everything hard. He learned about her loneliness at the top, about the pressure and the isolation that came with success and power and endless expectations. "I built this whole company from nothing," Victoria said. Her voice held sadness beneath the pride there. "But I don't have anyone to share it. No family left, no real friends anymore either. Just employees and competitors and people wanting something, always wanting something from me, never just me." Marcus reached across the table gently, not quite touching. "You're more than your company, Victoria, you know. You're a person who deserves connection and care, who deserves to be seen for who you really are underneath all that." Months turned into something neither had planned carefully. Victoria started attending Lily's school events with Marcus. She helped with science homework using her engineering background. Lily called her Miss V with bright affection. The little girl's laughter filled spaces in Victoria's heart. Spaces she hadn't known were empty and aching. One evening, Victoria sat on Marcus's worn couch. Lily was asleep upstairs after reading bedtime stories. Marcus made tea in the tiny kitchen nearby. The apartment was small, but filled with warmth, with love that money couldn't buy or create. "I never thought I'd have this," Victoria said. Her voice was soft with wonder and gratitude. "A family, a home that feels real inside. I thought I'd given up that possibility long, long ago when I chose my career path." "You didn't give it up," Marcus said gently. "You just hadn't found it yet. That's all. Sometimes the best things come when we're not looking for them at all." That night on the subway platform, I was at my lowest point ever, Marcus. I'd just lost a major deal that afternoon. Everything felt like it was falling apart completely. Then those men took my briefcase and pushed me down, and I thought, that's it. That's all I'll ever be, alone and broken. "But you weren't alone," Marcus reminded her softly. "And you're not broken either, Victoria, not really. You're human, and that's beautiful in itself." A year later, Marcus knelt on that platform, the same subway platform where they'd first met. Victoria stood before him, tears streaming down again, but these were tears of joy, not fear. Lily held a small box excitedly, bouncing with anticipation. "Please, don't leave me here alone," he said, his voice echoing her words from long ago. "Be my partner, my wife, my family. Help me teach Lily about kindness and strength, about being brave enough to accept help sometimes." "Yes," Victoria said, laughing through her tears now. "Yes, I'll stay. I'll always stay with you." Because she had learned something that cold night. Kindness doesn't ask what you can give back. It simply reaches out a hand and stays. And sometimes, when you're brave enough to accept that hand, it leads you home. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, subscribe, and comment.